I'm still hiding. But notwithstanding that response, Chair, I would like to start by answering the Honorable Naisula Lesuda. Chair, the Ministry of Cooperatives and MSME is a very important ministry, and I clearly understand the enormity of the task ahead. Chair, we have 15 million Kenyans in this sector, toiling and working for this country. This 15 million, as I said, is 50% of the adult population of Kenya. So the importance, I really truly appreciate, and I acknowledge the member has also recognized that. During COVID, almost the entire SME sector collapsed because they work for a day. And when the health measures, mitigation measures were instituted in this country, they suffered a lot. Chair, this is a response. The Hustler Fund is a response to the challenges that we went through 2 years ago to restore back the small and medium enterprises and re-establish their businesses. The MSME has been recognized in all the policy documents. The Economic Recovery Strategy Program, ERS, the Structural Adjustment Program, which was there in the 90s, and also the Vision 2030, and finally the plan by the Kenya Kwanza administration. The importance has been underlined in all other studies, economic studies, and it is our desire that MSMEs can be brought back. And their intervention ranges from as small as 3,000 to 20,000. I asked one circle when I was preparing for this interview, Chair, how much they're spending on hustlers. One circle, which is running a portfolio, to be specific, Boresha Circle, which has branches, 25 branches in Baringo, one in Nakuru, one in Eldoret, one in Laikipia. Their loan book is 9 billion. 70% of that is SMEs, with borrowings not exceeding 20,000. And they turn around this 20,000 on a daily basis and create and make a living out of it. It is my desire and wish that with this intervention, we'll be able to re-establish back businesses of small and micro enterprises in this country. And we'll be able to create jobs, decent jobs, and graduate them from micro to small to medium size, and eventually offload them to the market, and they can go to financial institutions. On the issue on the housing or the placement of MSME in various ministries, trade, agriculture, and MSME ministry, I think, Chair, for the first time, the micro, small, and medium have been placed in one house to coordinate and to design, to come up with policy programs and link up with others, but will be housed in one place. It's the first time we are upgrading this to a full ministerial position. It's the highest recognition it has ever had in our country. So I believe with this recognition, we will have a full department with a principal secretary and accounting officer who will focus. We will focus under my leadership on bringing up the small and micro. On the issue of markets, I had raised by Honorable Kikaria, the intervention of the Hustler Fund will lead to production. We'll have farmers in Githunguri looking for one additional cow. We'll have fishermen in the lake buying new boats and harvesting more fish. They will need coolers. They will need markets for this produce. And it is our intention as a ministry, after all is said and done, we'll then need to focus, working together with the Ministry of Trade, to look for markets, both local and external, because that will be the immediate challenge we will be facing after production has been addressed. There will be oversupply of milk, there will be oversupply of horticultural produce, fish, and all these perishable commodities. And with that, we'll then need to come up with cold chain facilities, and also markets. We'll build markets where we need to, especially decent and areas that can be able to house those who are involved in this trade. The Honorable Muli, thank you very much, Honorable, on your observations. The Hustler Fund is the most discussed agenda in the country because it touches half of our population. This Hustler Fund, to demonstrate, I don't know in which the chair doesn't want me to use English, but you'll allow me, Chair, that is the language of communication for this for purposes. Chair, the Hustler Fund will be established through a PFM Act, which may not be understood by the common Kenyan, and later by establishment